Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I was going to come on at 4, but I had a very dear friend stop by and we needed to chat. So I'm really winging it today. I haven't done a winging it on Wednesday for a while, but I'm truly winging it today because I had a card started and I didn't get it finished. So, hello Jenny. I didn't get it finished, but I'm using the Ginkgo branch bundle. So that comes with dies, and I can show you the first card I did, kind of playing with the stamp set itself and some of the other new products that are coming out in the new catalog. And then we're going to play with another one that I have the basics for the card. I have an idea in my mind, but I don't have it put together. So we're going to work together on that one. I am going to turn the camera around. So if this bothers you, close your eyes. Here we go. We're going to take a little spin here, maybe, if I hit the right button. There we go. Okay. All right. Dog is under the table. I'm not sure where the cat is. Okay. So here we go. You know that it's Stamping Journey. That's my thing. Here we go. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So here it is. Here's this, and then here are some of the dies. They actually come with, there's 6 dies that it comes with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 here. And then I have 4, 5, 6. Ta-da. There we go. So some of the dies, these here that are on the board, cut out the stamped images. Okay. And the other dies that I had just cut out, they are for like just a design. They're a cutout. So I put them on. This is what they look like. Here's the other ones. Look at how fine. It's such a like little teeny tiny narrow little piece. I cut it out thinking I was going to use this color, which is Fresh Freesia, and I ended up deciding I wanted to use the Orchid Oasis instead. But with this being so fine and delicate, to glue that down would be difficult. And so what I did was I put adhesive backing, ta-da, on the back of my cardstock. And so that's what I was cutting out now. So here was the beginning. Here's the ones that I was just kind of looking at. Here we go. So when I do this, I have the backing on here. It's all the little pieces. This is an old one, so you know that there's a brush attachment that goes on your pickup tool. But this is what I had at my desk, so that's what I was using. So I just brushed that over this foam to get some of those pieces out, and then I'm just going to poke some of them here and just pull it out of here. So this was the color that I decided to go with. And I'll show you the designer paper. So most of it comes out. I did, when I put the adhesive sheet on my cardstock, I did go over it twice on the embossing machine, cut and emboss. I did run it through twice. Like run it over and then back towards myself, just to make sure that I cut it, because you're cutting extra thickness, right, with your adhesive sheet. So I'm just pushing these down, ta-da. So it all came out nicely. So there's that one. Let's put that over there. And here's my other little one. So I had cut this out and I was going to get it. I had a Zoom meeting earlier today and it's just been one of those days. So I've had a number of people stopping by and one thing leads to another and I'm on late, but I'm here. I'm here and I want to show you this cool set. So this is another item that is in the new mini catalog that comes out for January 5th. You can purchase as a customer. You can purchase from this catalog. As a demonstrator, one of the benefits is being able to order early. Usually get about a month ahead of time to order some things and start playing with them. That's my favorite thing. The playing, getting it early and then playing with it. Come on, one more. So it's white on the back because that's my adhesive sheet. There we go. Okay. So now I have those pieces out. So I'll show you the paper. The paper I wanted to work with is from the Fancy Flora. That's a 6x6 paper that, here it is, that comes that's in the new mini catalog too. So one side is all like globby paint, which I thought was too big and it didn't show up enough, depending on where you would put this. But I liked this side. That was a little bit softer, and then you could see the picture better. But the option you have then is to, where do you want it? What do you want, to go in the background? So it's kind of fun. So I have to cut that into a layer that would go on my card front. So let's move this stuff over here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to choose, so my first layer that I would put something on is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. So my decision is, do I go lateral, horizontal, or lateral, right? I think that I'm going to go, let's see here. So at 3 3/4, so I'm just looking to see where I would cut. So you can hear me thinking, because I'm telling you exactly this is what's going through my mind. Like, what should I do here? So that would cut there, and then it would go up to 5. So I'd be cutting an inch off of here. So in that case, the verse would probably be up here. Or I can move this up, have the verse down here. I'm not sure. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut this 3 3/4. So there we go. And I'm going to have it for the lighter background underneath there. And then I'm going to go 3 3/4 by 5. That's going to be my front layer. Now, the good thing is, this is 3 3/4, right? That's what the white piece is that'll go inside my inside layer. So what I would do while I have this cut, this is 1 inch, but if I cut this in half, I can put this in the inside and have one piece at the top and one piece at the bottom. So I'm using every bit. So I have this one good piece that I can use on another card if I want, and I can use these here. So I'm using up all my little pieces. And I decided on the layering that would go on behind this layer. I decided to go with the Orchid Oasis. So I have that sheet here. And I'm going to cut this cardstock 5 1/4. Here we go. So I'm looking up here at 5 1/4 and getting it nice and tight to the top there and just running it down. 5 1/4 by 4. And that will be my layer that goes directly onto the base. And I need 2 of those because I need one for the inside and one for the front here. And that gives me this little piece I can use somewhere else too. So this piece is going to go inside like that. And we'll see what we're going to put as far as words. But I used up all my little pieces. Put that there and that there. So it kind of matchy-matchy. And then this one is going to go on here like that. And then I thought the base of the card will be the fresh freesia. So that's this lighter color. And I think we'll cut this one 4 1/4. So I'm going the long way. So 4 1/4 by 11. There we go. And I will score that then at 5 1/2. So I'll move this up a little bit. So this, I don't know if, so here's 5 1/2 at the top. My score is always at the bottom here. So this line that comes straight down here is 5 1/2. So I can line that up tight to the edge here and just go over that a couple of times. So now I have all my layers ready to go. So here is the base of the card. Here is the front layers. I like to kind of put it all together before I glue it down because 9 times out of 10 I change things. But look at how pretty that looks with that DSP. It's so, so pretty. So here is my pretty outline. I could go like that, and then I have this other little piece that I could either tuck in here somewhere to bring it up. So I could turn this like that, and then I can tuck this one in a little bit where the end would be hidden. Let's see here, like that. And then have my words here. Maybe have a bow down here. It's nice when you use all the in-color colors because then you know that you have some matching ribbons and things too. Or it could go further down, or I could put it inside. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Or we could put it over here. It's sort of like, just fill it in. Fill it in somewhere. Where do you want it? This could fit in right here. And just have more down there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. There we go. I just keep messing around with it. Yeah, I do like to have the matching color, right, splotches here and there, and have the lighter color behind it because I think it shows it off better. Shows off this delicate framing. We could go just straight up the center like that. Bring this down. And then bring this up over here. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't mind it over here. Extending the flowers here. But I want to go with this flow. That's kind of what I'm looking at, is the flow of it. And then we could have a verse up here. One of the nice things I love, that we have a really nice die to cut out the verses. This set has some lovely verses. So it's sending hope and peace, thinking of you with sympathy and friend. So I think that we will cut that out. Let's stamp it on some scrap paper here. Find a piece long enough, just some scrap paper. All right. And generally what I do for the verses is I go with the darker color. So we're going to go with the Orchid Oasis. Here we go. And we're going to go, because I haven't used it yet, Sending Hope and Peace. Is it still in here? There we go. Let me find my favorite H block. I know I have one right here. There we just put it like that. Okay. Sending Hope and Peace. We'll put it together and see what it looks like. I'm just going to stamp it in the middle of this scrap paper. There we go. Put that off to the side. Oh, let's see here. I can bring over my Mighty Mini. Let's cut that out. At the end, I'll show you the first one that I did, playing with the stamp set itself. So here's this. I have to find one more. Where's my other clear one here? I had to get one more clear. So I have plate number 1, plate number 2, and then you put your die down, your paper, cardstock. And when I'm sending through something that's long like this, I try to put it through at an angle. If you're doing a lot of die cutting and it's a long, narrow piece like this. And if you're just going straight back and forth, your die will end up with a curve in it. So I always kind of put it at an angle like that. Let's hope this works out. There we go. Okay, let's cut this out and see how it looks here. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. There we go. Okay. Put all that there. Here's our piece. Oh boy, I did not get that very straight. I'm gonna flip it over. Look. So the die moved. I should have used some, something on there, some tape. But let's see if I can. Now you won't have the pretty, this has really nice like ribbing, a little edging on it. So I'm gonna use the smooth side instead. Hopefully I have that. There we go, a little straighter. Okay. So I can still do that, use the smooth side. So this would go here, this would go here. Now we have to decide whether we want the verse at the top or at the bottom. Now it's all just kind of cattywampus on there. So if I was putting it up there, I would put this here, and then I would put a bow down here, and perhaps some of the, we have the opal rounds, or the 2023. This is 2023 colors. We have jewels, and you could put one there and then a couple more around here. I think that would look pretty. So let's try that. Let's put it together. All righty, here we go. This is where the magic starts. And this is where you hope that it works out. So we're gonna glue this all together. All right, a little adhesive. I love my green glue. I'm trying not to say ta-da because somebody asked me if I counted, and I was like, no, but I know I say it too often. I'm going to put this lighter one down here because I want that here. Okay, this is going to go up here. And of course, I would bump that up. That's pretty. And then this can go here or here. And we can just kind of fill that in. Get that angle. What I'm looking at is trying to get the right angle here. Down. That's sort of pretty. Filling it in. Okay, so to get this off, this is just a paper backing that makes it into a sticker. So I'm going to pull this off. Ta-da. Oh, gosh, I did it. I'm sorry. Here we go. There we go. And I'm going to bring this in. Move that over for a minute. I'm not going to push it down real hard yet because I want to sneak this one underneath it. So let's pull that off. Come on. I think this is a very pretty set. When you see the stamp, you'll see it's distinctive coloring. So it's light. You see lights and darks, and I think that's very cool. We could cut this apart and put it in different places, actually. Let me see here. I was going to fill this in. So I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to fill it in like that. There. Press it down. So I just made a big sticker. There we go. But what's going to give it that 3D look is if I add a bow to that. So let's put this down. I'm going to use dimensionals. We'll glue this down. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, alrighty. So, and when I'm looking at placement of this, I'm sort of trying to go even between the two and then side to side. Hopefully I have it kind of even. There we go. Pretty. Here are our in-color jewels. Let's see what I have here. Let's see here. Oh, here now, 2024 is the colors that are. We have matte dots. So that's here. Okay, so we have these matte dots in all these in colors, and they go from light to dark, so kind of an ombre look. Now we would have the option of putting them in. Don't want that one. It's pinker. I think I'm going to go with these, with the Orchid Oasis colors. So we're going to put the darker ones. I have a lot of these apparently. We're going to put the little tiny ones because this is already bumped up, so I don't want too much height. I'm going to put the tiny ones here, right on the edges, so it's like it's kind of stuck there. Nailing down my verse adds to that edge. And then I might go with the lighter. We can, let's go with a more, I'm going to go darker only because I think it'll show up better. So we're going to use some of these. And we'll go darker here. I use 3 big ones just because there's 3 on here. And if I reproduce this in class, that's much easier for me to cut. Just go 3 and 3. So I think I'll put this one here. There we go. Ta-da! So that's the 2024 matte dots. Okay. Now, I would like to put a bow on there, but I think we'll go lighter. I'm going to add the fresh freesia because that's going to be the base of it too. Oopsie daisy. So here we go. I'm going to do a little bow. I love this ribbon because it makes nice soft bows. So even if you're mailing it, they flatten out nicely. It doesn't bulk up the card too much as far as weight either because it's so lightweight. Okay, let's do this. Cut my little angles here. There. My scissors need to be a little sharper. Okay, so this is going to go right down here, I think. We could put it, well then I need to move that dot. I think I'm going to move that dot because I'm going to put my bow there. Make my bow behave first. There we go. We're going to put that down there. And we're going to put this over here. There. So to put my bow on, I'm going to use glue dots. I usually use a couple of them. I don't know why, just because I think it makes it stick better. Gives it a base. And I'm going to put that right there. Ta-da. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. There we go. Lovely. Gosh, it's like that was meant to go with that really cool paper. Something that is not together in the catalog, but absolutely goes well together. I think it's such a delicate look. The dies are so beautiful. But you definitely need to use the adhesive sheets with it. I think that's much better. So sending hope and peace. And then here's our other inside piece. So this is going to go like this. Like this. There we go. All right. And this one's going to go up here. I like the idea of having it top and bottom. Now, we could say sending hope and peace with sympathy is what we're going to go with here. So I used that on an earlier card. So I'm just going to wipe that off. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to use the Orchid Oasis again. And I'm going to pray that I get it straight. Here we go. With sympathy. Okay. Lovely. Now we can glue these on. Otherwise, sometimes I have to turn my paper over. And I don't want to waste any designer paper that's already glued on if I have to do that. So there's that side. Here's this side. There. Okie dokie. There are so many wonderful new stamp sets and products coming out in this next mini catalog. I'm just like over the top about it. I'm having so much fun playing with them all. This just hung over just a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna do a little trim because that would bother me. All right, let's glue this down and then we'll put it inside and the card is all done. So pretty. So very little stamping, and you could use any word set, but gosh, the dies are so delicate. They're beautiful. There we go. Little here, little there. There. Having the card base, you know, with the fresh freesia really pulls that color out of here. So the fresh freesia is from, that one is from the 23 colors. So I would have some of those. Like we could add a little bit of, we could have added a little bit of sparkle here and there, but I don't know if I like a lot of sparkle with a sympathy card per se. If it was a birthday, I'd sparkle it up maybe, but so there we go. Sending hope and peace with sympathy, with using the, so remember this for the designer paper. It's a 6x6 called Fancy Flora. It'll be in the new catalog, but it's just like a painted 3D background. And then with this delicate die, it goes on there beautifully. Ta-da. The other card that I made, the first card that I did, is right here. So this uses the stamped image. And then I used, again, the same die for the cutout. So thinking of you. And let's see here. There we go. So I used a cutout inside too, made another sympathy card. Suitable, I think, you know, for a man, right? But what I did on this one, we have, this is coming out, that's new. And there's 3 different patterns. It's a vellum, but it's vellum that has a pattern to it. So I chose to use this one with the leaf pattern. There's also a stripe and a polka dot. So here's the stripe pattern. You can see that better. And I think you get 2 sheets of each of the 3 different patterns. Here's the polka dot. Cute. But I used this one with the leaf pattern on. And then I also, you can see how it's darker here. What I did was I took my brush and I brushed the back side of it with Evening Evergreen, which is the base of the card. I wanted to have it darker and then go up lighter. So just to kind of give it a little bit of a different look instead of all being the light color, it makes it kind of stand out a bit more, I think. So, and then this one I put down on dimensionals, the stamped image, the Ginkgo branch. And then this, the verse, I just kind of snuck right in there. So I nested it up between the stamped image. So ta-da, here's the stamped image. So you can see it gives you lights and darks. This is soft succulent is what I stamped it with. And that's what this layer is. Normally I go dark, but I went lighter on this one. And then the base is the evening evergreen. So here are my 2 cards I wanted to share with you today that use the Ginkgo branch and the dies images from the new catalog. I'm not going to say it. Boom! There we have it. That's what I have for you today. So let me turn the camera around. I have a super cute one to show you on Friday. Hello, Lenore. I have a super cute one to show you on Friday that uses the rain, playing in the rain stamp set. I can't wait. I don't want to show you today because I want you to tune in on Friday. So thank you so much for joining me. I apologize for being late. I hope you enjoyed the cards. Get some more ideas on what you would like from the new catalog. If you need a catalog, let me know. I will be back on Friday. I'm thinking at 2, but you know, life kind of sometimes takes over. So as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Good night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.